Hi, right, thought a video this because I'm stuck at the moment. I've started something and not completely sure where to go. I'm formulating. I've had an hour and a half sat down thinking, what should I do? What I'm going to show you, don't try at home. I'm sure that I will be judged because that's the nature of YouTube, and if you put your videos on of doing anything in the slightest bit dangerous, dodgy, oh sorry, just opening the gate and going through the gate, expect it. So I do expect it, but caveat, I am used to working at heights, 28 years firefighter, although some of the stuff that I've done here I certainly wouldn't have done in the job. I wouldn't have took the risks, but on a budget and I'm working with what I've got, mostly. So here you go. I will flip you around and show you where we're at. Right, before we start, don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the bells, get the notifications and all that nonsense. Right, when I went to collect M's tent, not the green thing, that one there, the bell tent, the geodome, they had a place there where the tent was that was big open indoor space with the fire pit in the middle, and I thought, that looks cool. I think they could probably do that with this. Now this is, we call it a reciprocal building because it's got our reciprocal roof, which I knew nothing about, and we just had no idea what to do with it. We never intended to live in it, which the previous owners had started the build on it, and yeah. So there's a few problems with it before, like, we're contemplating it. But one of the reasons they didn't know whether to take it down is because there's a few problems. Mainly, or two significant problems that I could see is the height of it. It just seems extraordinarily high. They needed 2 floors, I suppose. Still going to sleep up there. But the biggest problem was the roof. Like I say, it's a reciprocal roof, which is great. I'd never heard of it, never heard of them, never had anything to do with them. But you know, since we've been here, you know, I've looked at it, and it's quite ingenious. It's very simple but ingenious. So I'll take you up top and show you what we had to do, or what I'm having to do, and why I'm stuck. So my original plan was so there's 2 levels. There's this level and that level. But as I said, the first problem was the roof. Roof was flat, no pitch at all, virtually no pitch. So I wanted to sort that out, but also the timbers had been put on the wrong way around. That was one that's been flipped, and that's one that's not. So I'm not a joiner, but the depth is where the strength is in timber, question mark, as far as I know, DIYing. So they had bowed, but more due to the span, I think, than the weight of the roof, because they hadn't bowed where the weight is, from what I could work out anyway, or from what I believe. So reciprocal roof, every beam supports the previous beam, and then it transfers the load from beam to beam. So as I say, my first job was to flip it from that way to that way. So the way you do it, because it's all supporting, this is where I'm going to get judged, I know it. I cut one of the supports off and trimmed it down to, I measured it to cut this bit out to fit the bottle jack in. So you jack this one and it takes the weight off that one, so you can move that. So first two, this one and this one, went swimmingly. I took my time, jacked them, twisted them, put them back into place. This one I had to jack a couple of times. First one to twist it, and then again jack it again, jack this one again, so I could get this one further under. Same with this one. This one was the first one that I had problems with, because it had bowed a bit, but it's also twisted. So, but when I put it back down, it settled. It was pretty flat there, and it's pretty flat at that end. My problem is this one. This one's bowed more than the other. In fact, I think it's probably one of the worst ones. But right, so I've jacked this one, twisted this one, so it's the right way around. Put it in, and then drop this back down onto it, with the thought of rejacking it and pulling it in further, so it matches up, and there's more of a support than just hanging on. But now, because this one and this one are twisted, whenever I jack it, there's loads of movement. I had a chat with myself and said, look, you're only jacking it 2 inches, so hey, only drops 2 inches, it's only going to fall 2 inches. But it's really, I got really nervous, and I've started it and stopped it and started it and stopped it, because that one's that twisted that as soon as you start to take the weight off it, it moves, and it feels like that this one is also moving as well. So it's really, really unnerving, and there is a big twist in this one. So I've got to the stage where I'm stuck, and it's like, do I continue? Because if I'm getting nervous, like I say, I'm used to it. I don't love working at heights, but I'm used to it. I can do it. But there's that much movement in that, and that's making me nervous. Now, I've since thought that, you know what, when I bring these outside beams down to there to reduce the height of the roof, that when I move these, there's going to be loads and loads of movement. So I'm stuck, not physically stuck, mentally stuck. Yeah, it's just, do I continue doing what I set out to do, or do I stop? Which is where I'm at the moment. I've sort of gone, right, what's the right thing to do? What's the safe thing to do? It hasn't been a wasted exercise if it does come off, because I've learned how it works. Watched loads of YouTube videos, and that's great, doesn't actually give you the, you know, this is how it works. Shows you and you can see it, but mentally sometimes that doesn't go. So yeah, I'm taking a bit of time just to think about it. Yeah, that said, if that's making me nervous, the movement in that, then dropping it from up there to there one at a time, there's going to be a lot of leverage up there, and none of them have been notched or anything. So I'm contemplating whether I plough on or I rethink and have another go. So yeah, I'll let you know what the decision is and yeah, what I'm gonna do.